What were we talking about again?
Chad Finkelstein.
Oh, yeah, right. Who's he?
I got so excited and then it blacked out. And when it came to, I was still excited.
I remember most of us were just there to watch boys, so we weren't paying any attention to Chad Finkelstein.
And on walks Chad, and you'd expect him to have this deer in the headlights look to him, but the thing is, he didn't. I mean, I know it seems strange to say, but it was almost like he knew what was going to happen. Like, he'd been preparing his whole life for this 1.1 seconds.
Chad Finkelstein was born to parents Christy and John. He was an only child, and he was in the middle class. He got average grades. He always wanted to join the basketball team for his high school, but he was told he wasn't good enough. And he looked like he was 12 when in reality he was 18. Still, that never stopped him.
He's been on the team for all 4 years. When he was a freshman, they never put him in. When he was in junior varsity, they still never put him in. When he got to the varsity, he sat on that bench for 2 whole years. But every single game, I always came to it. I was there for everyone, just in hopes that they would put him in.
I'd barely ever even heard of Chad Finkelstein, let alone seen him play, and I mean, I'd been at every single game and pretty much every single practice. I mean, I'd seen him around a couple of times, but I always assumed he was just the water boy or the equipment manager or something.
It's the final game of the season, and they're down by 2. This season was a losing season for the Wolverines, so this game didn't count for much, except school pride.
Yeah, I remember drawing up a play to let Chad get a shot. We inbound to him at the baseline. He heaves it the full length of the court, 90 feet, right into the hoop. And he made it, just like I had planned it.
I remember I screamed so loud, I almost peed myself. Actually, can we not use that one? I remember the movie Rudy was really popular in that time, and people used to joke that he was our school's Rudy, besides that Rudy actually got in a game. In the end, it was actually better than Rudy.
Rudy is a feel-good movie made in 1993 starring the incomparable Sean Astin, where the protagonist, Rudy, gets in the final play of his college football career after not playing his whole 4 years.
Are you familiar with the Sean Astin film Rudy? Because it was a lot like that.
It was a great moment for Chad, but for the rest of the city, it was chaos. Right after the game, a riot broke out.
Complete pandemonium in there. I mean, the people tumbling down the bleachers. There was explosions going off. I think I heard gunshots at one point. Everybody was running in every direction. People didn't know what was going on.
I mean, it was madness. I saw a group of seniors trample my math teacher, and then I saw my science teacher trample a freshman. I mean, it was crazy. I think they even called in the National Guard.
The riots ended after 2 days. The city rebuilt. Soon they forgot all about the riot. And they forgot all about Chad Finkelstein.
I don't really think about the shot that much. I mean, it was a great highlight of my life, and something I look back on fondly. Every time I see some kid make a long shot on SportsCenter, but it doesn't define me. I don't dwell on it. You know, it's not something I sit there daydreaming about, my one shining moment of glory every 15 seconds. I mean, there are times I go 5, 10 minutes without it crossing my mind.